Most registered sex offenders are nonviolent people who committed an offense, a one-time thing, against an adult person. Most registered sex offenders are these, and 9 out of 10 of them never recommit a crime. And that is why we need to abolish the present-day sex registration laws and amend them to where the only persons needing to be registered sex offenders are those who commit a crime against a 13-year-old child or younger. All of these date rapes, attempted rapes, and rapes of adult women need to be... These men do not need to be registered sex offenders for these type cases. Most of your rape cases are date rape scenarios. The woman's out and wearing no clothes, drinking, gets raped behind the bar by some guy that she's halfway invited to do so. And so your rapes, most of your rapes that occur are nonviolent, consensual rapes where the woman turns around and claims he took her by force. This is what most of your registered sex offenders are registered as. But another class of people that get registered as sex offenders are people who sexually make advances at 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18-year-old kids. They're not kids, they're grown women. At this age, they're nearly grown, and if these girls will get out and they will entice men to have sex with them. And then when they do, it's called statutory rape. So men are made registered sex offenders for statutory rape, which means having sex with a 14, 15, 16, or 17-year-old, who are not children but adults and who are the cause of it by enticing these men. Another group of, and these men do not need to be registered as sex offenders. They're not violent predators like they try to make them out to be. And another group of people who are registered as sex offenders, who have to register, who should not, are men who's surfing the web and a picture of a teenage woman comes on and she's underage, then he's arrested for child pornography. Okay, child pornography, 90% of persons arrested for having child pornography have pornography of 14, 15, 16, and 17-year-old young adults. These are adult women. These are not children. Very few registered sex offenders are the guy that sticks his finger in the little 8-year-old snatch. That type of sex offender is that very few of these guys are that. And I see nothing wrong with making them registered as sex offenders, but 90% of the people, and picking up prostitutes can make you a registered sex offender. Downloading the wrong picture of a nude teenage girl who looks 18 is child pornography. And you see, where we should roll back the sex registration laws and pinpoint that only persons who offend sexually have sex with 13 years of age children and younger be forced to register as sex offenders. And that's the only person that should have to register as a sex offender. Because all these other guys, and there's hundreds of thousands of these guys now, and they've even got some of these hot-looking women that are having to register because they screwed some 15-year-old punk kid. What I'm saying is the only people we need to make registered sex offenders are the ones that go after the little kiddos. All these other cases, let's call our state representative and our state senator and get him to amend the sex registration in your laws in your state, so that the only people that need to be registered are the ones that goes after the kiddos. Because once you're on sex registration, you can't get a job, you can't rent a home, and it's not fair to a lot of men that are registered as sex offenders were also accused by a woman, falsely accused by a woman who hated him, who wanted to assassinate him and destroy him, and she walks in a courtroom and wins a rape conviction. So you've got all of these nonviolent men that should not need to be registered as sex offenders. I got an idea. Send your state representative and your state senator this video and ask him to visit exfelon.biz, exfelon.biz.